officers. But if you do, please mention that I'd like to have returned the pretty knife.
Wait! That I stuck 10 times in his back. Oh my god, that's from Ride the Cyclone? Hello, gals, blokes, and all other folks. Welcome back to another episode of Ride the Cyclone. I am very excited to continue the show. These first two episodes have just been absolutely wild. The bizarre kind of start with Karnak and everything we established there, and then the second episode establishing the stakes of the show. We are now learning that, like, whoever wins by unanimous vote from the other people gets to live is wild stakes. And like the introduction of Jane Doe, the very creepy, like doll-like eyes and persona, like I am fully understanding the hype. I am 24 or almost 25 minutes into an hour and a half show, so I am already almost a third of the way through. But I am definitely understanding the hype. Now, like I mentioned in the last video, I am recording last episode, this episode, and next episode all in one batch. So if you want to get those kinds of things early, definitely consider joining the Patreon. Honestly, by the time this is up, there is a decent chance I'm actually done with the show by the time this comes out. If not, for sure by next week, I will be done with the entire show on Patreon. Consider joining me over there if you like. If you want to throw money at yourself instead of me, then instead of following the link to the Patreon, you should follow the link to the Gilded Tiefling, where you can get delicious tea like this, the Wizard's Tower, and many, many other teas. I have to do math. Is it still May when this comes out? If it's May when this comes out, you can use my code MORTIUS for $2 off Wizard's Tower, this delicious sort of coffee cocoa not aftertaste, like tasting notes rooibos. And if it is already June, then you can use the exact same code, but now it will give you $2 off the Enchanted Oasis, which is the perfect summertime tea with pineapple and coconut and all of those delicious things. See, I think I forgot the sponsorship in episode 2, but I didn't forget it this time, and it's still delicious. Wait, I need to like hold it in front of me because this glass gets really like weirdly green screened out and just looks like I'm holding like a floating orb of tea, which is cool in its own right, but you know. Okay, I think that's enough sponsorship. Now we have Noel's Lament. Is Noel the name of the only gay guy in a small town? Is that who that was? I don't know. Let's find out together with more Ride the Cyclone. Woo! I don't know when you're gonna cut there, Mason.
What I did there is exactly what you shouldn't do in this competition. You guys know I love you. Misha, I love you. I even pretend to believe in your imaginary fiancé.
She is not my imaginary fiancé. She is my real fiancé on my telephone.
I even celebrate your culturally ingrained alcoholism. I mean, the only reason you're in
Not the culturally ingrained alcoholism, dear Lord.
the choir is because you stole 3 boxes of communion wine.
It was my cousin's birthday. In my country, it is sacred tradition to take drink on birthday.
Your cousin was in grade 4. He had to get his stomach pumped.
So is there a character in this musical who's good? And isn't it Constance? Or is she gonna have her own secret darkness?
Noel, I love you.
Okay.
You.
That'll help me remember. Noel, Nevel. Noel, Nevel. It starts with N and ends with L. Noel, Nevel. There we go. Now it's in my head. I won't forget again.
Challenged my preconceived notion that all gay dudes are fun to be around.
Oh, that's the best joke in the show. That's the best joke in the entire show. You challenged my preconceived notions that all gay guys are fun to be around. That's phenomenal. That's exceptional comedy.
You challenged my preconceived notion that all gay dudes are fun to be around. Ricky, I love you.
Ricky.
I got you into the choir, and you couldn't even talk or anything. Accessibility for all.
Yeah, and then I rode that roller coaster. Thanks.
It's her. Even this thing gets a vote tonight, huh? We're not the least bit concerned she's gonna try bringing back her headless doll. But I love her. My song was a cautionary tale of hubris. You guys know I love you. I love you. I love you. I freaking love you, okay? So for my real number, I am going to sing about how much I love you guys. This song is simply called I Love You Guys.
Why did that remind me of, like, I'm gonna sing a song about how sad I am. It's a song about sad I am. It's called Sad. Like, I'm gonna sing a song about I love you guys, and it's called I Love You Guys.
I love you guys.
Oh, sweet Jesus Christ on a bike.
Noel Gruber, born March 5th, Pisces.
What are these? Oh God, don't make them the same sign as me. I don't even believe in signs, and I'm still offended that I'm being associated.
Noel Gruber, born March 5th, Pisces.
They're like, da is very interesting instrumentation for this wonder bread of a man in front of me.
Sign of passion. Favorite ride? The Ferris wheel.
Jesus.
Very early on in Noel's life, his mother realized two things. The second was his pet.
This is going to be the best character in the show. They're not going to be my favorite character in the show, but they are going to be the best character in the show.
Penchant for all things nihilistic.
I've seen the movie, The Blue Angel, about 1,000,000,001 times. If there's something better on this earth than Marlene Dietrich playing Lola, the heartless booze-hound harlot, I don't even want to hear about it. I tried to go as her every Halloween. I always chickened out. And I'd go as something like C-3PO. But in my heart, I was Lola dressed up as C-3PO. That was always my Halloween costume subtext.
Not the Halloween subtext. This guy is something else. This is incredible.
Mom tells me I gotta try to blend in. So I tried really hard to dial it back.
Oh,
I had to.
That's actually sad.
We lived in a town where every year on July 11th, when 7-Eleven gives out free Slurpees, it's like the major cultural event of the year.
God, that's so real! Oh my God, that's so real! Oh, I can't touch my green screen anymore. I don't know where to place my energy into. That's so real! 7-Eleven Day really was a holiday in small town Washington. Wow. Yeah, that's whoever wrote that line definitely actually lived in a small town. They are 100% correct.
I'm not even making a joke right now. It's
No.
like a Slurpee Woodstock.
Yes, correct. It's
I
not a
was
joke.
born in the wrong town, the wrong country, the wrong era. I wanted to feel, God damn it. I wanted bad love. I wanted a man that would drive me to drink. I wanted to wake up in an alleyway in my own vomit, missing teeth. I wanted to drink myself to death on the cup of life. Anyone who hasn't experienced the ecstasy of betrayal knows nothing about ecstasy at all.
What a fascinating young man. Wow.
Jean Genet, I was a sexual provocateur and a novelist
And a child.
who never wrote a novel or had sex.
Okay. So, Ride the Cyclone has the same rules as Star Kid, where I cannot drink while a character is speaking. That is good to know. I will go ahead and take this moment to enjoy my delicious Gilded Tiefling tea that you can get $2 off. GildedTiefling.com with the code MORETS. Ha ha ha. I'm so good at sponsorships. Oh?
What's that?
I was hoping you could tell me.
Well, I worked at the Taco Bell in the food court of the Mega Mall just outside Uranium City.
Now, was it the gay food court? Because anyone who ever lived in a small town knows there is one business that all of the queers work at. It's always a thing. No matter what, and it's gonna be the most random place possible, whether it's just like a random Panera Bread or literally like in my town, a like small independently owned like burger joint that was attached to like a gas station convenience store that wasn't attached to a gas station. Because as soon as one person actually gets a job where they feel happy and can be themselves, every gay person in a radius is like, aha, a job where I don't feel like I'm so sorry for swearing. I know I try not to on this channel. I just had to convey the emotions. Because that's so real. Please tell me that they will make a reference to that. If they make a reference to like this being like the gay Taco Bell, that's going to be a proudest nat 20. And if they don't, then I rescind what I said about this person, whoever wrote this man's dialogue, actually being from a small town. Because it's true for everyone. Have you guys ever seen the Tumblr post about the woman who walked into a Panera Bread and saw 3 of her exes? That was me walking into that burger shop every time. And yet I always went back because it was within walking distance of the high school and the milkshakes were delicious.
I had to work summer. We had no money. I was saving up to move to France.
They named a meal after your passing. The Noel Gruber Hungry Hombre Meal. They catered your funeral for free. They even played Christina Aguilera's Beautiful on the bagpipes.
I only said I liked that song once! Ironically! Joke was my final song. All of those wasted hours in that horrible mall dreaming
I
of
feel
all...
this is a perfect occasion for a song about affordable Mexican cuisine. Cue the mariachi band.
I want to sing about that!
Is that why his initial instrument? I even made the joke that the instrument seemed a little too like exotic and Hispanic for this Wonder Bread of a man. But it was because he worked in Taco Bell. That's actually really funny.
Cat?
Oh, if he doesn't want to sing, I will.
Damn it! Can you keep it in your pants for 1 second, you horrible succubus? Fine. In my life, I was Noel Gruber who worked at Taco Bell in Uranium City, Saskatchewan. But in my dreams, I played a different role.
I'm so sorry to make this connection and possibly ruin it for people. And I'm so sorry for Mason for having to Google this and find the perfect image to match. But it's giving Tom Holland Umbrella from the lip sync battle. And no one can tell me otherwise.
Yeah.
Monique Chabot in post-war France. A hooker with a heart of black charcoal. I write poems to burn by firelight. Drink champagne and guzzle gin.
Why does this sound familiar?
A good girls call me the town bicycle. Don't knock it till you tried my life a sin.
Interesting. This sounds so familiar. I feel like they're parodying something I know. Dun, 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 dun. God, why is this pinging such familiarity?
Oh, Claude, my pimp, knows never mess with me. The last prick did that faded quick to black. I have no idea where to find him, officers. But if you do, please mention that I'd like to have returned the pretty knife.
Wait! That I stuck 10 times in his back. Oh my god, that's from Ride the Cyclone? Never ending carnival, na 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 na. That's from Ride the Cyclone? I've heard that sound on TikTok so many times, and even in other videos, like other edits and things like that. I thought it sounded familiar because it was like parodying or like matching, giving homage to a different song I knew. No, it's because I've heard some of this song a million times on TikTok. The holes in the leggings, by the way, really sell this character for me. I'm like trying to figure out how much of this is giving me character insight to Noel himself. Because it's like, would you like to meet a character by meeting them doing a character? And I'm like, my brain's trying to play mental hopscotch to figure out what I can glean about this man.
Where to find him, officers? But if you do, please mention that I'd like to have returned the pretty knife that I stuck 10 times in his back. For I sing songs until the break of dawn. I embrace a new man every night. My life's one never-ending carnival. A world of boozy, floozy, flashing light. I want to be that fucked up girl.
Okay, that was actually incredible choreography.
He said, I think I am in love with you.
Ooh, having the person lip sync while you're singing is actually really fire staging. Like, unironically, for anything else that's ridiculous and crazy about this scene, that's actually really, really cool and well done.
I've heard that lie a million times before. Oh, tonight I give in to the fantasy. Take love when you can, when you're a whore. For I sing songs until the break of dawn. I embrace a new man every night. My life's one never.
And this is continuing the cycle, I still don't know how to say. Mason, CYCLICAL? I think? Put it on screen. How do I say this word, guys? I don't know how to say it, and it's so important to the theming of the show. My life's a never-ending carnival. Everything is so circular. Maybe I'll just start saying circular instead of cyclical, or however I'm supposed to say that word. Like, everything goes in a loop in this show. And like, I feel like I'm picking up on that more and more every episode. And I feel like it's probably like actually really important theming. And I'm so curious if this whole thing will end up in like a Hades Town-esque story loop, or you know what I mean? Like, I'm so curious where they're going with the so consistent themes of circular nature.
Ending carnival, a world of boozy, floozy, flashing lights. I want to be that fucked up girl.
Not the repeated roles and
So now I sell my love for opium in some rat-infested Chinese dive. At night I burn myself with cigarettes just to
And this isn't like the real story of someone. This is his fantasy. This is the goal. What is...
prove I'm still alive.
No. Someone give this boy therapy. I didn't think it would be possible for one small town gay boy to need therapy exponentially more than every other small town gay boy desperately needs therapy. But God, this one needs extra therapy.
8 months later, I catch typhoid flu. Kicked out, I see the ugly light of day. boils down to me.
My child, do you have any final words to the Lord you'd like to say?
We tell him that, like him, I choose to burn out rather than fade away. For I sing songs until the break of dawn. I embrace a new man every night. My life's one never-ending carnival, a whirl of boozy floozy flashing light. For I sing songs until the break of dawn.
And like the vocal group, like break of dawn, like this is incredible.
Every night, my life's one never-ending carnival, a whirl of boozy floozy flashing lights. I want to be that fucked up. I want to be that fucked up.
Okay, dude, pop off. No, not even. I couldn't. Wow, that's a no. I have so little understanding of what I just watched, and it was a masterpiece. For those of you who skip outros, you buttheads, we're not in the outro territory yet. There is still about a minute of dialogue left for this episode, so don't skip yet. And then when you get to the end, if I called you out, you know what? This is my deal. If you were about to click off the video and then we're like, oh, there's more reaction, I should stick around, then you have to watch the whole outro this time. That's your punishment for trying to click off prematurely. Ha ha ha!
That was dope, yo!
That was dope.
Ricky, you played the squeeze keys.
The squiz keys! Can I call that instrument squiz keys from now on? Especially because, I'm gonna be completely honest, I didn't mention it in the actual song even though I noticed him playing it because I couldn't remember what it was actually called.
Mad wicked awesome!
Heightened abilities, I can play the accordion now.
No,
Yes.
that's a different thing, right?
No.
The accordion with a keyboard is something else, isn't it?
No.
I thought accordions didn't have the modern keyboard. I thought that was
How would you play different notes then?
like something else. Was that just an accordion and I had a stroke in the middle of this, like, recording?
Yes.
I've actually been, like, those who follow me on other socials know I've had health crises lately. I probably shouldn't joke about having a stroke.
My bad.
Probably should never joke about having that. I definitely shouldn't joke about it here.
Level up.
I champion Noel's journey of sexual discovery, but he dropped the F-bomb in the actual chorus.
It's true.
Fornication under consent of the king.
What? Yeah, come on, Constance. Get away. Come on, Constance. You can do it. Good job.
Well, I like the part where the two boys kissed.
Constance, you sweetheart.
In my country, it is natural for two men to show affection by kissing. Not always in heels.
There is a difference.
I also like how it would have been so easy for the dialogue to have been like, not in heels, but it's not always in heels, implying that, well, sometimes it is in heels, though.
Between affection and smut.
Not in my Bible, baby. Bonsoir!
Ah, bonsoir! That's what yep, end after bonsoir, 30, yeah, that's the end of this episode. Oh, Whatever. I'm so glad that I don't have to wait for next week to record, even though you folks on YouTube have to wait until next week to watch it. If you want to see the next episode, of course it is available over my Patreon, but I've already said that a lot. I'm not going to bore you too much with that self-flagellation and self-promotion and all of those things. I just want to say thank you very much for watching. Thank you for introducing me to this show. I'm having such a good time so far. I can't wait to see what the next little bit holds. Thank you to the patrons scrolling on either side of the screen for making videos like this at all possible. And as always, gals, blokes, and all other folks, I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.